This is also a video in the basic section, and this is the first video where I start to talk a little bit more about what's outside a person, from you to the collective and the hierarchy of the energy. But it is important to understand that you have to have your own energy in your focus always first, always. So you can think about, you can discover, you can look at, you can of course use a lot of energy on life, your surrounding in your life, your surroundings in your life. But when you come to any kind of considering about what is happening, why do I get these challenges, why did this person affect me this way, why do I feel this way, and so on, then point your attention to your own energy. If you have a conflict with a person, point your attention to your own energy. Observe what happens between you, but you must find the solution in your own energies. You must find what you're supposed to learn from the situation, learn about your own respond habits, if you can say that, and thereby learn about your own energy status. And then, as I've said before, if you continue to come into the same situation again, then there's an energy in you that calls on being looked at, being transformed, being learned what's about. So you and your energy body is always where you should search for answers. Your life plan is a kind of blueprint in you, it's a program in you, and it is totally related to your astrological birth chart. And these, the life plan and the birth chart, are a description about roads, infrastructure, roads and infrastructure for energy. They are not the sources of energy, they are more the roads for energy flows. Again, it's a discussion about words, but there is a big difference if you think your energy comes from your life plan, or your life plan is a road that connects one source of energy to a point in you, so the energy from that source finds its way into you. That is two different things. So that is what your life plan and birth chart is. Your birth chart, the time of birth, where the planets were placed in certain ways in the sky, and your rising point, and all what you know from your birth chart. That is an infrastructure so that energy from the planets can flow into your energy structure. And of course that's dynamic, because you have one program from your birth chart that makes one kind of structure for incoming energy. But the planets move all the time. You have your birth chart progressive horoscope, that's a dynamic process. So these roads will change, and I get the picture of the stairs in the Harry Potter movie, you know, the stairs that keeps on moving. That's a bit the same, where if you take your energy body and looks on where there are roads or stairs that are open for incoming energy, and that shifts all the time. Of course, the moon is one of the energy sources that changes most rapidly, and in one day you can have a totally shift in what energy that flows into you. So you can't, if you want to work with the moon energy, you have one tool, and that is your body. So if you want to work with the moon energy, you can't contact the moon and have a dialogue about please do something else. You have to accept the energy comes from the moon. It enters your energy body, and the moon energy in you are a whole nother story. As I said before in the earlier video, we have 12 rays that are basic astral energy in our universe. Like colors, few basic colors create a lot of colors in our world. It's the same way as the 12 rays of astral energy. They are in the hierarchy, the kind of the ones that are highest up, the most high source we in this time of our development can reach or see or are conscious about. And from these rays are infrastructure or roads to the planets. So the moon, Mars, all the other planets and everything else gets astral energy from these basic rays or sources of energy as they are. And they mix and creates their own color, like with the color they create their own energy. So the planets that we can read as sources of energy in our birth chart have had their energy coming in from someplace. They weren't created as they are today. They are an energy body like we are, so they have incoming energies from other places as well. So I guess there are a section here with planets and stars and other things where the planets get their energy, but they also get their energy from the rays. So this point I kind of exclude from this way of presenting things. I say the planets get their energy directly from the rays, and then remember it's astral energy. It's not a logical thing. It's astral energy mainly. They go into the planets, and the planets are sources of energy which the birth chart and your life plan creates infrastructure, so they enter your body in a way that are planned in your life plan. That's very important, because that is where your responsibility are. This is your responsibility. You have made your life plan. You have chosen your birth chart, and they make sure that certain kind of energy runs into your body, and it's your job to be responsible, to learn, to transform, to manage the energy you have in your body. And all the interactions there are with the incoming energy, There are incoming energy from sunstorms and a lot of other things from the earth and so on, but you don't live your life with incoming energy that really affects you. Many ways that tires you down, burns you down, makes you angry, depresses you, or makes you high. The energy can affect you in many ways, but they do it in your emotions. So you don't, it's not, the purpose is not to think about what kind of energy is coming into me. Maybe it's Mars, no, that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to open your energy body, your energy system, and receive the energy. And if the energy affects you in a way that gives you pain and uncomfort, then your brain, as I said your in the earlier video, your mental body will try to ease this pain with blocking it away. So the mind will often try to block the incoming energy, because most incoming energy is some kind of, it makes some kind of discomfort. So therefore, when the incoming energy tries to enter your body, use the same technique as I described with transforming energy. Sit down, let the energy in you, because it will probably feel the same way, kind of the same way. Sometimes all of your body can be electrified, sometimes part of your body can be under strong pressure. It can feel in many different ways, but it's energy entering your body. And the best way to let the energy come in is by meditating and overcome the discomfort because it's a process. It's incoming energy, and at one point the energy will stop and it will calm down in your body and do the things the energy is meant to do, upgrade you or whatever kind of energy that comes in, and then you have taken it into your energy body. And when you do that, in a little way you become a new person. Something in you will change. And then we come to your surrounding, because this is very important to have focus on. So when you go out in your life, you go on Facebook and see somebody writes something completely stupid. This statement is a part of your surrounding. It affects you in some way. And you're always attracted to places, people, statements with energy that your body or your energy system calls for. So consider every challenge you have in life as a present that you can learn more about, through which you can learn more about yourself. It is so important to understand that whatever you experience in your surrounding has to do with yourself. And instead of picking on things in your surrounding, start to discover more about yourself. This is a subject that I will talk about in other videos, but to say a few words about it, let's say this is your body. You're standing in front of another person from your surroundings. This is just a word for everything around you. This is your energy system. This is one person in your surroundings, energy system, energy body. And if this person makes a choice, a statement, do something that affects you emotionally in any way, then it's very important to understand where the energy belongs. So yes, maybe this person says something. When it enters your ears, some activity starts in your emotional body. As I said in the earlier video, this statement is an activation in something that are in you. A person can say some words to you and you will respond in one way emotionally. That person can say exactly the same words to another person and the other person will respond totally different. That's because those words activated something that were in us already. You say something else, that statement makes an activation in a emotion who's that person, and this emotion can be totally different. Then it can be similar in a little way, but this emotion is this person, this energy, emotional energy, is this person's responsibility and belongs to this person, and the same with this emotion, it belongs to you. And then this is kind of the first step. I said words, and of course, as I said before, words are carried by this person's energy status. So, of course, the words are followed, or there are energy in the words that comes from this person's own energy. And this is where things really get exciting. If I use the example of me being suppressed. So I had a condition in me from early childhood that drawn me against situation where I got suppressed. These people were people that had an energy status, an energy in them, that when they met something or someone with this tendency, they kind of became stronger. Their energy kind of did that. And my energy ended up being more like this, to avoid this energy. I kind of redrawed the boundaries of my energy. And this is a very complicated game, because when I did this, some persons just turned the force in the energy a bit higher, turned on the force in the energy, because they wanted kind of to reach me. And every time I just moved a little bit away. And this was my pattern. We all have totally different patterns, the way we use our energy. This person that wanted to reach me did this with the energy body. So, for example, my marriage, it was like, and this is my husband. He took so much, his energy took much more space than mine. We've talked about this. So, and it's my current husband, so I'm allowed to say this. But that was his energy. He has a lot of Aries energy in him. That's me. So he kind of just let his energy reach out where there was space. And I had this energy that I withdraw myself from pressure. So that was happened between us, and every marriage, every relationship has their own energy interaction. Of course, I will talk more about it, but this was a video that moves a little bit out of the limit of one person, a little bit against the interaction with the surroundings, and the other way of where a person gets its energy from, which roads, which infrastructure we have in us, so the energy can flow into our energy body. And when we are these energy systems, what happens when we come into play with our surroundings?